Welcome back. We're going to focus now on something that is directly connected to each one of our viewers, to you, to me, anybody who would like an easy, convenient way of filing their tax returns. And that is because the tax portal hasn't been working properly. It's been an issue that's gone on for the last 2-3 months. Now remember, for the current government, one of the biggest focuses has been to simplify the entire procedure, to get rid of all the intermediaries, to get rid of all the complications and make it simple enough for every citizen to be able to do this easily. Unfortunately, what has happened this time around is a series of challenges. Verification is not working, portal is not updating, and for that now multiple times, the government has openly blamed and pulled up the company that was given the charge of this portal, which is Infosys, one of the biggest names in our tech industry, one of the pioneers really of India's IT revolution, was given the responsibility first of the GST portal and now of the new income tax portal. And both times there have been significant glitches and bugs that have just complicated the entire procedure and added to the inconvenience of everybody. Why am I talking about this today? Because today the finance minister had actually called the Infosys MD to come and explain what's going on, how it's going to be fixed. And actually, you've never really seen this kind of public pulling up by the government of a corporate and public disclosures of the unhappiness of the finance minister and of the government of what's going on. In fact, even after the meeting, the detailed statement that was released by the government said that the finance minister is deeply disappointed with the continuing glitches and has now given Infosys time till 15th of September to fix all of these issues. And this is a problem that's been going on since June. We are nearing end of August and the issue still hasn't been resolved. It's really puzzling. How can that be possible? Certainly cannot be great for the image of our IT industry. Let's try and understand what is going on. And I say good evening to the panelists who are joining me on this conversation. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, National Spokesperson for the BJP. Mukul Bagla, Chairman for Direct Tax Committee at the PhD Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Prasenjit Datta, former writer for Business Today and Business World. Mr. Bagla, good evening to you. Let's start with you first to help us put this in perspective for those who may not have directly tried the new tax portal already. What are the various kind of bugs and glitches and challenges that we are looking at?
Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So, India has around 7 crore persons or entities who file their income tax returns. And due to the glitches in the income tax portal, their day-to-day functioning has been adversely affected, especially since the 1st of June 2021, when the portal was disconnected for some time, and then it was supposed to get functional again on the 7th of June. So right now, the SSCs, the taxpayers, they're not able to download documents which they had filed earlier with the income tax department. They're not able to file their income tax returns for assessment year 21-22, for which the last date is 30th September 2021. They're not able to file their income tax returns pursuant to notices issued under Section 148 of the Income Tax Act. They're not able to file replies to the penalty proceedings. They're not able to make digital signatures on the portal. They're not able to issue Form 15 CBs for foreign remittances. So a major part of their work has really got suspended. And to compound the things even more, the income tax department has been issuing notices to the SSCs to file their ITRs for reassessment proceedings, to file replies to penalty proceedings. And the SSC is feeling totally helpless because in the new faceless regime, he can't even approach his taxman and go to his tax officer and explain the problem to him that the portal is not functioning properly. So he has absolutely nowhere to go. So this is a big problem.
So, Mr. Bagla, let me get this clear. You're saying that while there is a problem with the portal, which is obviously impacting anybody who needs to carry out all of these tax return work, the income tax department is seeking explanation and pushing people to submit details or penalize them, and there is no place for recourse in the new regime because obviously it is faceless.
Yes, I think most of the notices which are coming for the department are mechanical because probably they're not realizing that the SSC is not in a position to reply or file their submissions in the absence of a fully working portal. So they are issuing the notices mechanically, and the SSC is at total loss of thoughts that how does he respond to these notices when he can't use the portal to file the notices. So the only option left is to file replies through emails, and emails may or may not be received by the persons concerned.
Absolutely. Mr. Gopal Agarwal, this is a big problem. And what I fail to understand is how is it that, for 2.5 months, we're not able to get the company to fix these glitches?
We understand the government is seized of the problem. The FM herself has taken several meetings and discussed with the professionals and the SSCs, etc. And the department is working on the whole issue. And therefore, today's meeting was called by the FM personally and has talked about the problem. So I think 15 September is the deadline. If the government is well seized of the problem, we understand, we know that this problem is existing and it has to be resolved. And technical glitches have to be sorted out. The government is working on that, but actually Infosys has surely a lot to answer because of these glitches. It has taken a longer time than expected. There are certain bottlenecks in technical setup when there are new issues and several returns, data of several years has to be reconciled and put into the system. Then there are several requirements of other issue notices, etc. All these are well in aware, and the government has been extending the timeline about those issues. And I think surely government will extend the timeline for those compliances which are being faced by the SSCs because of the technical glitch of the portal. There is no question that there is a technical glitch in the system which is hampering the working of the professionals and the SSCs.
Yes, and what I'm trying to understand, Prasthjit Datta, good evening to you, is how does this reflect on the entire image of India's IT tech industry? I mean, Infosys is one of the pioneers, and if we can't resolve an issue of a tax portal that is supposed to get traffic of 7 crore taxpayers, then how are we selling the idea to the world anymore? I mean, or is there another side to it? Did we rush, didn't give them enough time, could not have given them a proper brief? What explains this?
So see, I don't think that Infosys' image is being hurt overseas. They have been in this business for long enough, and they have very good customers, and they would not be getting their orders and growing at the rate at which they are growing if it hadn't been for them being able to keep their commercial customers globally satisfied. Now, but the second thing is that in India, the GST and this have both, Infosys has, taken much of the blame, but we don't really know that what is the exact problem. People who will not be willing to be quoted have told me that one of the big problems is that the government people who work with the technology teams often change the requirements midway, give very little time, and also they try to get the lowest bid. Now, this is a big problem because in any technology solution, what you pay is what you get. So that is one part of it, and it is not just Infosys, except for the passport portal handled by TCS. I can't think of a single government website, no matter who has done it, which works properly or is easy to use. This is across the board, whether it is central government or state governments. The big question is that what was wrong with the previous website which had been working reasonably well. It had its irritants, but people were able to file their income tax returns in a slightly cumbersome manner that it needed to be changed without adequate testing. And the new portal had to be launched without anybody in the government, or which is essentially the client of Infosys, testing it and satisfying themselves that it is actually working. I mean, you would not expect this in an Amazon or a Flipkart or any commercial website in India, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Which is, and you're right. Let me actually take that point back to Gopal Agarwal. Mr. Gopal Agarwal, and I think, the passport example is a great example, one of those that everybody will cite to say, oh, look at how simple, easy, fast, digital it has become. But why is it that we're not able to properly implement the same in other aspects? GST, again, it was Infosys that actually created that as well. Is there a problem with the way government officials define it to the tech companies, with the budget that they put across, the timelines that they put across? Why is it that it happens with the government portals more?
No, we have to understand the basic problem that the amount of data which has to be processed and the amount of reconciliation of various aspects, and even we have is huge and tremendous with the government data, number of returns, their transactions. Then there are basically the whole architecture of data mining is also a complicated. It has evolved over the years. So you have to, somebody will have the even the quality of data about PAN cards, about the returns being filed earlier, because you work on certain basic data on build your whole architecture or software or etc. on that. So you also need to reconcile them. When you shift to the online process, whole system from a physical mode to the online process, there are bound to be several glitches, and when earlier data is not very accurate and people have different problems in earlier data, that different aspects are there. We are working on some kind of PAN card, we are working on Aadhaar card, we are picking up earlier other different tax returns which are different in different formats, and then you want to reconcile them. So there is a problem, and there is a huge data which has to be reconciled. But surely the amount of time which Infosys has taken, they should have done more homework, that is for sure, and the government is of the problem. We have been extending the timeline also, and we are putting pressure on the Infosys. But ultimately, the whole thing of the problem, Infosys is not new company in this whole work. They had been working here in the banks also, other softwares also. They should have been more careful, I think. They should have been more appraised of the problems and how much time it will take, etc. That is there. But ultimately, it will be known. They are saying that we have put up 1,500 people. We have to wait, because the whole architecture is being shifted, and that is being shifted from almost 70 earlier 100 or century or old data which has to be put
so
into
if
the
it's so complicated, then should we have given them more time and not rush to implement and make the website, the portal go live this June itself? The contract was only given to them last year, Mr. Agarwal.
No, but Tanvi, the issue happens is that certain problems have to be checked in the actual operational systems.
Okay.
I'm very sure that the government officials and the Infosys is a big company. It's a strong company. They must have done the test of all these services, but the actual problems arise, and these problems are serious. These problems are complicated, and people don't expect this thing. But we will have to watch government. What government can do at this point of time is extend the timeline. What certain quarters has been saying that the notices and penalties, etc., are coming because of the time deadline. So that also the government is looking into these matters. FM has talked to the professionals. Everybody has given their feedbacks. Even Institute of Chartered Accountants and other professional institutes have been telling them that we need to. Government is looking into the matter, but ultimately, e-assessment or virtual assessment is the way ahead, where we have to move and initial these glitches, though have extended then larger than taken larger and a larger time than what was expected. But I think we will be able to overcome this. It has been done in the banking sector. It has been done under the GST. But it will be done under a virtual assessment, and assessee will find the ease of doing business, ease of assessment. There is a lot of corruption at present because of subjectivity.
No, I agree with you. It needs to be digitized. It needs to be simplified. You know, it just makes everybody's life much easier. But it's about, you know, the conversation tonight is how are we going about it? And I want to go back to Mr. Bagla in just a bit to understand that if this problem continues, then what happens? But before that, Mr. Prasenjit Datta, to you this question, on the way it's been handled, I mean, what did you make of the fact that the government and the finance minister herself on multiple accounts has very directly, you know, pulled up Infosys, blamed them. Even the whole part of having a meeting with the Infosys CEO was publicly put out yesterday to say he has been summoned, he's going to be asked questions. Today they've said that a deadline of September has been given. I don't remember the last time the government's actually dealt with such a big corporate in this manner.
Yes, I really can't understand the whole point of, you know, it's almost like following up a CEO and treating him like a schoolboy and saying that stand on the bench. That's hardly the issue. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, the finance minister surely has more important things to do. The entire tax department is very competent. It has got very good bureaucrats. There must be also very good technology team in the IT department who could have been pulled in if the if the bureaucrats in the finance ministry couldn't handle it by themselves, and they could have worked it out with Infosys instead of this publicly. I remember that immediately after the site went live, the FM tweeted to Nandan Nilekani, the chairperson of Infosys. Now she has called, Salil Parekh, the CEO of Infosys, and given till 15th September. But we still don't know that where the problem is. Is it that the coding itself has been bad? Is it that the data transfer from the old site to the new site is not being smooth? And one question that Mr. Gopal Agarwal didn't answer is that what was wrong exactly with the old site, which was functioning for the last 5-7 years. I have been filing my returns on that site. On the last day, it would have a lot of pressure. On the last couple of days, it used to hang up. But that could have been sorted out by just increasing the server space and the bandwidth.
Okay.
Why did a whole new site need to be launched untested while also not giving an option to any tax filer that, okay, if this one is not working, you can go back to the old site and file your taxes for the time being?
Well, you know, I am completely out of time, but it is very, makes me extremely curious as to how this is really unfolded so far. Did we rush into it? Could we have had a beta version and an older version existing until you iron out the details on the new portal? You just heard Mr. Bagla say the kind of problems it's creating, follow-ups automatically generated, notices from the IT department going to taxpayers, asking them several questions. And because this new portal is the avatar of a faceless platform where you don't get harassed by taxmen, it is just becoming a bigger problem right now to address this. So far, time has been given till 15th of September to Infosys to fix these issues. Ahead of the meeting today, last night, Infosys put out a statement saying, oh, the emergency maintenance work is done. The website is live now, the portal's working. But it really shouldn't be the way that it takes 2.5 months for us to iron out a simple new tax file returning portal. Let's wait and watch how long it takes for us to resolve this. Thank you so much for joining us on this conversation.